everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christy if you're new here. If you are, hit that subscribe button, like, comment below. We'd really appreciate it, helps us out a lot. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's look. I was kind of inspired by this new palette by Tarte. It's the new Tartlette palette, the Juicy. Looks like this. So yeah, I was super inspired by it as soon as I saw all the colors and everything. Oops, I got the Norvina tag on here because I also did use one of the newer Norvina ABH palettes for some of the sparkle that I have in my lids here. But yeah, as soon as I saw these colors on the box, I was like, okay, yeah, this screams Valentine's Day, to me anyway. So I know Valentine's Day is, what, like 2 weeks away still, but yeah, I wanted to try out this palette and, you know, do a look for you. You know, could be for Valentine's Day, it could be for pretty much anything, but anyhow, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm pretty excited to play with this new Tartlette palette. It's their newest palette. Totally reminded me of Valentine's Day, so of course I wanted to do a Valentine's Day look for you. It's the Tartlette Juicy Palette. It looks like this. It's very beautiful. Very springtime looks. Yeah, it's got some beautiful, beautiful shimmers in there and mauves and purples and whatnot. So yeah, I figured, you know, it'd be a perfect palette to do a nice Valentine's Day look since, believe it or not, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Holy shit, right? Unbelievable. But I'm happy. Yeah, that means winter is coming to an end or coming to a close, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, yeah, I figured it'd be fun to get going with some looks for Valentine's Day, and I've been holding on to this palette for a little while, so I've already got a base going as per usual. Let me see, I'm going to use like a little palette. I have this little Norvina palette that I may or may not use this one color in particular that's just kind of calling my name. It's this very glittery, I don't know, pinkish purple color. So, I don't know. We'll see. You know me. I don't really plan my looks. Fly by the seat of my pants type of girl. That's who I am. It's who I always will be. But, yeah. So, I figured we'll have some fun today. And, just play with some pinks and purples and some, you know, browns and everything. Valentine's Day to me is looking like soft and romantic and, you know, just beautiful. Almost like bridal in a sense. That's what I think of when I think of Valentine's Day. You know, you can go the sexy route as well. So if you want to do like a smoky eye with a like red lip or a nude lip or whatever, I do have a smoky eye tutorial on my channel. If you want to check that out, I will link that above for you. But yeah, today I just want to do something a little bit lighter and more flirty and girly. That's why I'm actually wearing all pink today, feeling very bridal. I'm taking the color Rose and I'm also mixing it with the light pink color called Blossom, and I'm just working that into my crease. So I want like a nice soft pink base to work with. And then obviously, as I always say, work up to your darker colors. It always just looks much more blended and beautiful that way. More romantic. But yeah, and I also went for a very kind of dewy, you know, highlighted look. I actually even used the new Huda Beauty Radiant foundation, which I usually stick to my mattes, but I wanted to try. I did hear good things about the foundation. I mean, I'm kind of liking it. It's not my favorite foundation that I've tried thus far, but you know what? My skin has been super dry lately and very flaky, so therefore the winter time my skin is just a beast to work with. So it may not be the foundation, it may simply be because my skin is so parched and dry. So we'll see. I'm gonna play with it some more before I make my final decision, you know, whether it's a yay or nay. So yeah, I don't know what anybody has, if anybody has any plans for Valentine's Day. I know we don't usually. Now I'm gonna go in with a deeper pink color called Petal. And I'm gonna, again, work that into the crease. Deepening that up. Lately, I've been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I wouldn't say I completely threw out my P. Louise primer. I still like that one a lot, but I will say that the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, eye primer, it's not as thick and it's a lot less, I mean, it covers good. I don't have a lot of veins and whatnot. Probably if you do, you would like a thicker primer, but I like how smooth it is. So it makes your eyelids very smooth and easy to, you know, blend shadows with and whatnot. And, but the P. Louise one, yes, I still absolutely love, and I think that it's more for when you want to do really dramatic looks and you want to really make those eyeshadows pop, because it has such a intense base to it that of course it's going to, you know, really intensify those shadows. So I think it depends on the look that you're going for, but lately I've been doing, you know, more casual everyday looks. So the last, I'd say, week or two, I've been using the ABH eye primer, and I do really like it. Next, I'm gonna go in with the color Charmed. It's this light browny color, and I'm gonna use an even smaller defining brush to really define that crease out. What do you guys normally do for Valentine's Day? Does your hubby or lover or wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, do you guys go out to dinner? You know, do you go out to a show? Do you just spend like a romantic, you know, night at home? I'm just curious what y'all do, because my husband, I'm not gonna lie, he's not that romantic. We will have been together for 16 years in a few weeks, believe it or not. Our anniversary is right around Valentine's Day, and yeah, he gets me flowers and things like that, but we never go all out for Valentine's Day. Even our anniversary, it's funny, believe it or not, our 10-year anniversary, was it our 10-year? I think it was our 10-year anniversary. We both forgot about it completely, and we didn't do anything. I don't know. I mean, it is important to me. I think a lot was going on that year. It was a crazy year for the both of us, so that's why we ended up forgetting about it. But yeah, it was definitely funny. People were asking us, oh, what did you guys do for your 10-year and da-da-da-da? And we're like, oh shit, yeah, that was the other day. And we completely forgot about it. But hey, what can you do, you know? We love each other. We both know that, and that's really all that matters to us. We don't need a special day to tell one another that we love each other, you know? But I am not gonna lie, I am definitely a romantic in the sense that, you know, I love my rom-coms, and I absolutely love my ideal. Oh, I've told my husband this 1,000,001 times, and I have yet to have it happen to me, is to be, I watch too many movies. This is the problem, okay? And this probably happens with a lot of us ladies. I shouldn't speak for everybody, but myself, okay? I have never been on a horse and carriage ride, you know, like through Central Park, or I think they even do it up in Albany somewhere. And I've told my husband 1,000,001 times, that's one of my fantasies, is to, like, romantic fantasies, date night type of thing, would be to go on a beautiful horse drawn, you know, ride. You know, they give you the nice warm blankets and you just kind of take a ride around. And yes, I know it's freezing cold in New York, but that would almost make it prettier, like especially if it was snowing and the snow was coming down. And you know, I don't know, just it's always been one of my dreams. The other one, and I know I saw this in a movie somewhere, is where the guy sends a limousine. Oh, you know what? It was probably in that movie that I just saw recently, Forever My Girl. If you've never seen that movie, Forever My Girl, watch it. It will, not only is it an amazing romantic movie, but it's also very realistic in a sense where you just have to watch it. I don't want to spoil it and give it away, but you know, two young kids and whatever that fall in love and whatnot, but one wasn't ready to commit, you know what I'm saying, because they're so young, and then they end up, you know, working everything out towards the end. But a lot happens in the middle that I'm not going to ruin for you because you have to see that movie. It's just so good. But anyways, the date. So he sends a limousine to her house to pick her up, and the limousine shows up and she's in this beautiful gown, and he's not in the car. Okay, so he sends the limousine, she gets in the limo, and she asks the driver, like, where are we going, and the driver's like, oh, Mr. Page would like to, you know, surprise you, you know, so just sit back and relax, basically. Wouldn't tell her anything. And next thing you know, they're in the middle of this field almost, and he's standing by a helicopter. Okay, another one of my dreams. And he's standing there in a suit and everything, and he helps her into the helicopter, and they go like flying over the city. I think of like Savannah or Georgia, or you know, I think something like that. And you could see all the lights. It was nighttime, so you could see all the lights of the city and whatnot. And he takes her to this very romantic, you know, bougie place for dinner and dancing and wining and dining, you know. And it was just a fabulous date, you know, one that many of us, I'm sure, dream of. At least us die-hard romantics like myself. I'm always like, oh my God, I would love that. You know, just like my husband laughs at me. I say to him all the time that that movie 50 Shades of Grey, where she goes into the helicopter with him and he's actually like piloting the helicopter. That's what I dream of. I'm like, oh my God, you know, that's amazing. But yeah, it isn't all about the whole, you know, nudity and all that. I like it simply because it's just super romantic and how in love they are, you know. You can't find that all the time, unfortunately. So now I'm just deepening up that crease even more, but lower. You know, we don't want to make it too dark because again, we want it to be romantic. Yeah, I like this palette. It's blending quite nicely. It reminds me of the this is going back, but it reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I think that was the one, the like rosy colored one. Oh, I used that palette so many times. My goodness, I used to love wearing that. Now I'm just taking a clean brush and, you know, softly blending those colors out so they're nice and diffused. Because again, we're not going for anything super hardcore. We're going for, you know, soft and romantic. How many times am I going to say that in this video? It's going to become a drinking game. Good lord. But yeah, I'd love to know what other people's, either your ideal date for Valentine's Day, what that would be, or tell me what you do with your husband or significant other, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Tell me what you guys normally do or would like to do and have never done before. Again, I'm a die-hard romantic, so I love that stuff. Even books, my goodness, I've read so many. Like, my favorite author is Nicholas Sparks. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite authors. I love reading his books, and even though they always turn them into movies, and I swear, you know, the books are always better. Like most people will tell you, the books are always better. But I will say the one that they did, okay, The Notebook was good. They did a decent job with The Notebook. And then the other one that they did a pretty good job with, you know, comparing it to the book wise, because I've read pretty much all of his books, is the movie The Best of Me. I would say those two were pretty right on the money of accuracy. I know they obviously can only fit so much into a movie versus a book, so you're not going to get everything, but that's why I always read the book first before, and then I'll watch the movie. And I know my daughter, she always tells me, "Ma, you ruin it. You should do it the other way around. You should watch the movie and then read the book, because you're just going to disappoint yourself. You're never going to, like, the movie's never going to be as good as the book," type of thing. So she's probably right. I probably should do that and then, you know, read the book and kind of help fill in the blanks, or be like surprised of, oh, okay, so then now that happened. So she's probably right in that aspect. I'm going to take some concealer and I'm gonna lay that down first on my lid, and then I think I'm gonna try this sparkly color here. So in a sense, kind of like a cut crease, and I'm using the Hourglass concealer, which can dry pretty quickly, so I better move fast. Yeah, that 10-minute challenge was pretty fun. So if you guys think of any other challenges you would like for me to do, leave them in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see next. I did see the one makeup challenge that looked really interesting. It's an older one that Nikki Tutorials did with the Jenga. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that looked super interesting. I was like, okay, I could get down with that. I mean, I love that game, but if she came up with that idea, wow, she is she's pretty smart, because that was definitely creative. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit higher with my cut crease in a sense, since again I have hooded eyes, so just gonna bring that up a little bit higher. But yeah, so the Jenga game, what she did is wrote down a bunch of makeup products on each of the Jenga blocks, which is really cool idea. I'm telling you, you gotta watch that video if you can find it. Watch it, because yeah, I think that's what me and my husband are gonna do. And I think it will be even more interesting since my hubby doesn't know crap about crap when it comes to makeup. So I'll let him kind of pick, you know, random products and go through my makeup room and then write things down. And I guess whatever blocks I pick out, like he picks out blocks and he holds on to them, those products I won't be allowed to use. And then the ones that I pick out, I have to use, like no matter what it is. It could be black lipstick, but I have to use it. And I think if I remember correctly, you have to use it in the order that you pull the black out. So say you like pull a black out for highlighter first, you have to use that as your very first makeup product that you put on your face. Yeah, it's a cool challenge. I think I'm going to lay down some Dream Catcher. It's this, see, this palette is so big and awkward. It's this sparkly dark purple first, kind of as a base, and then I want to go in and lay down this beautiful color right here. So let me work quickly before this concealer dries up. You know me, I love mixing shadows. So yeah, I'm just kind of filling my lid in with that product there. I wish it was a little darker. Kind of like a fuchsia purple. So as for the highlight that I'm kind of mixed in with the foundation, it was the new Rare Beauty highlight, liquid highlighter. Ooh, that is nice, let me tell you. Very, very nice. I like it a lot. It is pretty thick, so I mixed a little bit with the foundation, and it was mainly when I was just hitting the high points of my cheek. I wouldn't suggest putting it all over your face. That's yeah, no, I wouldn't suggest doing that. So now I'm just gonna wet my brush so I can get some full intensity of this shimmer product here. And this is pretty glittery. I'm feeling like maybe I should lay down some glitter glue first. And with glitter glue, my suggestion is always taking a little bit at a time. You know, don't glob it. Just use a little bit and then spread it around your lid carefully so it doesn't lift up your initial shadow that you laid down. And now we're gonna take that. It's pretty glittery, but I did swatch it and it does have a decent base to it. I'm sure I'm still gonna get some fallout, but oh, that's pretty. Be like a fairy princess, why not? Yep, glitter glue is the way to go. Tell you what. And again, I'm going to bring that pretty high up on my crease there. Yeah, this is a gorgeous glittered pigment. I will say that much. Now all I need is my tiara. Princess waiting for her prince. I'm such a dork. I watch too many Disney movies. So now I'm gonna define my crease. Where's my little brush? The very little tiny guy. It's like a pencil brush, but it's more of kind of a crease brush that it's a luxy brush. And again, loving these brushes. So I'm going to take Luscious and Petal. It's a brown and like the darkest pink in the palette. And I'm going to kind of outline that crease without trying to disturb the glitter. You just want to use very little pressure when you're doing this. So this way, you know, you get a nice soft blend. But you can also use an angled brush, like an eyebrow brush, which, let me see. Something like this here, you know, an angled brush like that. That also works very well, but I like this because it's a little bit more rounded, so it doesn't give me as sharp of an edge, and it just tends to blend the shadows a little bit better. But when I would do an eye look like this, I used to use just, you know, an angled eyebrow brush or a liner brush. And sometimes it does help to kind of lean your head back a little bit more so you can really fake that crease that I'm doing up higher than my natural crease. And you can get a more precision line. And then I just like to softly flick it, you know, outwards and upwards to kind of give me a nice like edge there, but not like a straight edge, which is why I do not use shadow shields or tape. I hate that hard cut line that will give you. If you do want to start using those for beginners or whatnot, I would say that's fine. The main trick to those is don't put a lot of pressure or pigment towards the outside if you're going to use shadow shields or tape, because once you remove that tape, you're going to have that really predominant line, and which is very, very hard to, you know, blend on out afterwards, and it just doesn't look as natural and nice in my opinion. Again, everybody has their own opinions, their own likes, dislikes, but that's mine. And now I'm going to take that Petal and Luscious, and I'm going to run it underneath. So again, it connects. Yeah, I like this palette a lot. Tarte usually doesn't let me down. Would I say that you need this palette, that they're so unique colors? No. I mean, it's a, you know, rosy brown pigmented shadowed palette that we've seen many, many times, but it is nice. Now I'm gonna just take this shimmery white, like champagne color called Water Lily, and I'm gonna use that for my brow bone highlight. Oh, that's pretty color. Very pretty. And put this a little bit in my inner corner. A little bling bling action. That will also help like kind of widen the eyes a little bit more. I love some extra highlight in the inner corner, especially if you have, you know, very tight, small eyes. Alright, so I think I'm going to finish up the other eye now and put on some sexy lashes. And then I will be right back with the finished look. Hey guys, well, this is the finished look that I came up with. As you can see, I wanted to go full on sparkly fairy tale, you know, with the beautiful lashes and sparkles, and it's kind of like a halo cut crease type of thing. But anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed the Tartlette palette, the new Juicy palette. I love this, and I really do love the new little mini pro pigment palette volume 3 by Norvina, the ABH. Yeah, and especially that color. I did end up using a couple more colors, to be honest. So I used that middle color like I was telling you guys about, and then I also ended up using a little bit of, this color and this color here. So, you know, just to define that crease a little bit more. And the lashes that I'm wearing are the House of Lashes Midnight Luxe. So, looks like this. And they're quite beautiful. They're very fairy tale, I think, you know, large and in charge, but they still, you know, they go with this look, I believe, you know, because this look is supposed to be romantic and Valentine's Day or whatever, date night, whatever you want it to be for. But yeah, I just thought they went great with it. And then on my lips, I have some lip liner. Which one is this? The Makeup Forever lip liner in Completely Sepia. These are the liners that I was telling you about. Oh, upside down. Sorry. These are the liners that I was telling you about, can be used for contouring, lip lining, eyelining, bronzing, you know, blush, whichever. They're so multifaceted that they're absolutely great. So I have this lined my entire lips and beautiful nude color. I wanted something very kind of subdued since the eyes are pretty, you know, out there. And then I just put a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Gloss in Baby Brute. Looks like this. It's a beautiful pinky champagne color. So yeah, I figured that would go great with this look because again, I just wanted it to be more about the eyes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look, had fun with me. Again, let me know about your Valentine's Day wishes, or, you know, even if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day or don't really care about Valentine's Day, tell me below what your ideal date would be or your fantasy. I'm just curious. It's fun, you know? So anyways, I hope you all are doing well. As I always say, stay safe out there, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.